Actor Dana Elcar is a fighter. His battle with glaucoma has taken his sight, but not his spirit. He co-starred for 7 seasons with Richard Dean Anderson on MacGyver, and he was often featured in action scenes. But 2 years ago, Dana's vision started to deteriorate, and his illness was written into the script.
It's a little bit like looking down a tunnel with very little light at the end.
We followed Dana on the set of the show last year when his eyesight was failing. Today, MacGyver has come to an end, and Dana is back home in Santa Paula, California with his wife and 2 children, living life to its fullest, although he's now totally blind. He was first diagnosed with glaucoma, which is a disease that damages the optic nerve, 30 years ago.
My attitude about it is that I had 30 years of excellent sight that I wouldn't have had if I hadn't taken the proper treatments. At some point in time, my eyes just gave up and went blind, but I did have 30 years of wonderful, wonderful sight.
How you doing?
He must rely on the help of others like his wife Mary Ann to be his eyes at times, but he's learning to be more independent.
I use a cane for mobility, and I also, frequently put my hand out. I used to bump my head all the time, but I don't do that quite as much as I used to.
Coming over with the tomatoes.
You got them open already?
Yeah.
Despite his blindness, Dana still does many of the things he did before, like cooking for his family. He recently hosted an episode of An Evening at the Improv, and he's got an amazing attitude about life.
I want to tell you that even though I have lost a lot of my vision, I am very happy to be alive.
Dana has just begun to learn reading Braille, but his assistant Helena regularly reads him the hundreds of fan letters he's received from people who are impressed and inspired by his courage.
They have given me great encouragement with what they've said, but in a way I know that they have had some kind of encouragement from the fact that I did not give up, that I did not stop and sit down in a chair and mope and just give up on my life.
Blindness has not stopped him from acting. He's the artistic director of the Santa Paula Theater Center and participates in acting workshops. He also recently starred in the center's production of Waiting for Godot and didn't allow his disability to get in the way.
Was able to get around stage, somehow instincts develop, sounds. The fact that I can have this little bit of light helps some, but basically I couldn't see what was on the set. I didn't even know where the audience was except for my sensation of sound or breathing or whatever.
Since losing his sight, Dana has been an activist for the blind. He's received awards for his efforts and earlier this year testified before Congress for more research to prevent blindness.
Way to go. Good girl.
Dana Elcar is a hero and a role model to many people because he's never given up. He still gets great pleasure from training his thoroughbred horses and says the secret to his success is that he never feels sorry for himself but appreciates the good things he has.
It's an unfortunate thing, blindness, but it doesn't deprive you of your brain, your heart, your will to survive, your will to live, and your will to accomplish things.
What a great attitude he has. Dana Elcar has appeared in more than 350 movie and television roles. His next part, he'll be playing Elizabeth Perkins' father in a television movie For Their Own Good, which will be broadcast on ABC this season. On our Inside Story,